There we go. I'm gonna share applicant screen. There we go. There we go. So I'll just give everybody a second to get that up and running. Okay. You should be able to get yes. This has nothing to do with it.
Or are we usually be given it, or?
You can very easily calculate it by taking the expected returns, right? But that's a good point, thank you. So, before we get started on this, we're just going to quickly go over the calculation of return on investment. Okay? Return on investment is equal to the return divided by the original investment. So, in a hypothetical example here, we got a $1 return on a $10 investment. Our ROI would be 0.1 or 10%. Okay, just a quick little refresher there.
We weren't provided that.
No, you're right, because we're working off the information on the board. Okay, so just a refresher on return on investment. So we're going to use the information from the PowerPoint or slide 20 to calculate our coefficient of variation. So the ROI for Hotel A was 12%. The standard deviation was 3.4. Oh, I'm just gonna. And the Hotel B was 11% for an ROI, and the standard deviation was 3.6. 3.6, yes. But if we go back to the previous slide, recall that your coefficient of variation is the standard deviation divided by the expected return. In this case, your return on investment, or ROI. Okay? So our standard deviation, we take our standard deviation and divide by our ROI. We're going to do the same over here. So standard deviation divided by our ROI. Let's check something quickly. Now, where I kind of did this wrong is I put the percentages in as a whole number. You want to convert the percentages to decimal form. So in this case, it was 0.12. Oh. Okay, whatever, there we go. Never mind. Keep on keeping on. Yeah. Myself doing silly things. Yes, standard deviation. Yeah, it's just from up here. Yeah. Again, the information that we're using on this worksheet is just from the PowerPoint. Okay? It's a ratio of the standard deviation to the expected return. So we use that as another measure of risk, as well as taking into consideration the expected return, or the ROI. So at this particular standard deviation and this particular return on investment, the coefficient of variation is 28.33333. Whereas Hotel B is 32.727777. Because Hotel A has the higher ROI and the smaller standard deviation, we know that this is the right choice to make. If the numbers were a little bit different, we would have to look at the coefficient of variation, and after we had compared each investment's coefficient of variation, we would pick the one with the lowest, because that represents the investment with the lowest risk. Okay? Yeah. So we would pick, obviously in this case, Hotel A. So I'm going to stop sharing this now. Yeah, so it should be a ratio. In this case, it's fine. Again, whichever one's lower is good.
So expected return is ROI.
Your ROI is your
Return original investment estimate, which is equal to
yeah.
Thanks, Joe.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna do this and this so I don't lose my battery.